Radicals from groups like the Muslim Brotherhood and CARE are being welcomed into this administration. I believe this president is an unindicted co-conspirator. I didn't think that before I watched this documentary. But Erick is here with even more tonight. Erick Stackelbeck is a terror analyst for CBN News, author of The Terrorist Next Door. He's also a GBTV contributor. And you are, first of all, you saw the special last night.
Oh, yeah.
Any doubt in your mind that the president is, at least absolutely knows what's going on?
Absolutely. I think, Glenn, there are some segments of this administration who may be ignorant. They fail the first rule of war, know your enemy. They believe whatever they're told by smooth-talking radical Islamist spokesmen like CARE, who wear suits and are very eloquent. But I think there's another segment of this administration, and I believe President Obama is part of that segment, who know exactly what these guys are up to. They know what the Muslim Brotherhood and the radical Islamists are all about.
Give me some of the guys. Give me some of the guys who are involved in the. I mean, tell me a little bit about CARE and ISNA and who's involved here.
Well, first of all, think about this, Glenn. 3 weeks ago, a delegation of the Egyptian Muslim Brotherhood was in the White House. In the White House. So groups like CARE, ISNA, this whole alphabet soup of Muslim Brotherhood-connected groups that we showed in the documentary last night, they can now say, so what if we're connected to the Muslim Brotherhood? The Muslim Brotherhood's at the White House. The Muslim Brotherhood is completely legitimate and credible. The White House just legitimized the Brotherhood. So CARE, ISNA, these are groups, Glenn, which have been named in the largest terrorism financing trial in American history as unindicted co-conspirators. And to give you an idea of what they're all about, Glenn, we actually have sound here, I believe, of the co-founder of CARE, Nihad Awad, talking about his support for Hamas, if we can roll on that.
I used to support the PLO, and I used to be the president of the General Union for Palestinian Students, which is part of the PLO here in the United States. But after I researched the situation inside Palestine and outside, I'm in support of the Hamas movement.
So that is the co-founder of CARE, openly founding a group which is on our State Department's list of terrorist organizations. Hamas kills women and children left and right. Co-founder, executive director of CARE, openly supporting Hamas. And it's no surprise, Glenn, in 2009, a federal judge ruled that there was, quote, ample evidence linking CARE to Hamas. So, hey, let's bring him into the White House.
Okay. We had the FBI director sever ties, right?
Yes.
Severed ties with CARE.
Yeah.
Why did he do that?
The FBI hierarchy, and Robert Mueller last year, Glenn, in Senate testimony, February 2011, said we have cut ties, we have no formal ties with CARE because of their questions about CARE's leadership and the connections of CARE's leadership. Guys like CARE's communications director, Ibrahim Hooper, we see him on CNN. Mm-hmm. He's quoted in the New York Times. He's a moderate guy. Well, this is a guy, Glenn, in 1993, who told a Minneapolis newspaper he would like to see America become an Islamic state. So this is what CARE is all about. This is who they are. They're laying it out there. And now that this White House has completely legitimized the Muslim Brotherhood, Glenn, I predict CARE, ISNA, all these Brotherhood front groups, the whole alphabet soup, they're going to become more open, more brazen about it. Here we are. This is what we're all about. And the White House is behind us.
Okay. Didn't after the FBI cut ties to CARE, didn't Attorney General Holder go give a speech at CARE's?
Well, yes. In 2009, out in Michigan, Holder gave a speech to a group that CARE, basically an umbrella organization, which Muslim civil rights type deal, which CARE was a part of.
Okay.
So, and another key point here, Glenn, about Erick Holder, and this is the Attorney General, as high as it gets in this administration. Last year, there was enough evidence amassed against CARE, ISNA, all of these American Brotherhood groups to indict. Holder's Department of Justice said, no, we will not indict. Congressman Peter King pressed Holder, Congressman Louis Gohmert pressed Holder, why won't you indict these groups? Never got a clear answer. Political reasons, because at the end of the day, CARE, ISNA, the Brotherhood, they further this White House's goal to turn this country upside down.
Are you concerned that they're becoming so brazen with all of this now? I mean,
I am.
What do you think that says? Because it's bothered me a great deal that the White House is almost becoming reckless, but it doesn't seem reckless. It just seems so arrogant that they just don't feel. I mean, because if Mitt Romney wins, jail time for a lot of people. Jail time. And they know how afraid people are of jail time.
That's right.
What do you suppose their arrogance or their just being right out in the open, bringing the Muslim Brotherhood right in? What do you think that means?
I think they are very confident that they're going to win re-election in November. I truly believe that. It looks like all the chips are stacked against them, Glenn, right now. But as you've laid out on the show time and time again, these people are ruthless. They are not going to let go of power easily. They're not going to let go easily. And as Obama told Medvedev, the Russian president, 3 weeks ago, if he gets a second term, there are no restrainers. So if you think he's embracing the Brotherhood now, isolating Israel now, imagine a second term. And that's why I believe, not to change the subject, along the same lines, Israel will need to act before this election to deal with Iran.
Don't think they will. I'd be surprised if they would, because now Israel has to balance anything we do. How does that affect the American election?
Yeah.
And I don't think Israel wants him to be a president again.
Yeah.
All right. Eric, thank you very much. We'll see you again.
Thank you, Glenn.
Back in a minute.